Welcome everyone. We've got an exciting insiders lined up today as we break down India's dominant win over Pakistan and look ahead to the clash against New Zealand. Joining us today are Sudi, Jagdeep, Ayush, and Prashant. From Virat Kohli's brilliance to India's spin dynamics, there's a lot to unpack. Let's get into it. So, firstly, how happy were India's 1.4 billion fans after that dominant win over Pakistan? Virat Kohli's century was the perfect exclamation mark. And how special was that? What does it say about India's strength in the tournament?
First of all, congratulations, Team India. Congratulations, Virat Kohli. I think that was an awesome game. I think we all should be very happy and proud of that result. Not just the result, I think the result was one side of it, but the sheer dominance of how we played, both when we bowled and then when we batted, should give our fans a lot of encouragement as we head to play New Zealand and then into the semi-finals. I think to me, when I looked at Virat Kohli's innings, I mean, I knew this day was going to come because, when you look at Kohli and how he starts, that gives you a lot of cue. I mean, the guy, sweetly timed, ran well, and then he had his trademark, cover drives and straight drive, which sort of then told me that, the guy has got his eye in. So obviously, him, achieving his 14,000 run milestone, the manner in which he ran, the fitness levels, the way he sort of paced his innings was just outstanding. So, kudos to him. He knows how to chase. I think he's probably the best chaser, right, that one day cricket has ever seen. I mean, you saw his final in his gesture, right, when he actually raised his bat and he said, you know what, I'm here and I know how to pace the innings, which I think was very interesting. But that's what you expect from Kohli, right? Like every match. We spoke about this, like, Kohli steps up in big tournaments, and I sincerely hope that he does well, not just for himself, but for his fans, but also for the country, right? And we win the cup. I don't think there'll be any fitting tribute for Kohli to win Champions Trophy and perhaps bid goodbye to one day cricket. I sincerely hope it happens. So, for him, for Team India, wish him all the best. Hopefully, New Zealand game gives him another opportunity, to score more runs, and then hopefully he goes on to do bigger and greater things in semis and finals. Go Kohli, go Team India.
New Zealand's spin attack doesn't have as much depth as India's, given Santner is their only key figure. With Bracewell and Russian also chipping in, how well equipped are they to challenge India's batting?
Yeah, talking about New Zealand's spin bowling attack. Yeah, what we can say is they have pretty much stacked up spin bowling unit with Mitchell Santner, Michael Bracewell, who has come after a really good spell against Bangladesh. Then we have Glenn Phillips, who can give a lot of variety, and also Rachin Ravindra can bowl well. See, what these four spinners can do is just like Abrar Ahmed troubled India. I think now it's a four-prong attack who can give a lot more trouble to the Indian batsman. And to consider Mitchell Santner, especially being left arm, and Rachin Ravindra also being left arm, can trouble Indian right-hand batsmen, as we already discussed in previous podcasts. So New Zealand as a whole, I think, with this spin unit can definitely push India to the brink in Dubai. The averages there for you to see, with Bracewell and Santner being the top averages in the New Zealand side in terms of spin bowling. So both will come into the play, and for Indian batsmen to tackle them, I think they need to play with a lot more control, just like they played against Pakistan and Bangladesh, who also troubled India with a lot of spin.
India chased in both the games with the luxury of dew, but they haven't set a target yet. Could this be a challenge if they bat first in a crunch game ahead?
I think India has had the question of chasing, and this is very much illustrated by three major factors as well. Due being the bonus factor here. The other thing is it helps you with your planning and strategy across the game. And the third and the most important is like the strong lower order which India has. They can recover from any tough situations at given point of time. But I think the mindset is the key. Team that believes it can chase anything usually does. Just look at Virat Kohli playing under pressure. And I think the same goes with setting up good targets as well. India has that firepower to do both. Also, this can be very much illustrated with the fact that since 2019, India has already won around 70% of the matches in ODIs batting first. If I can recall a very great game in the semis against New Zealand, we set up a total of around like almost 400 runs. I think that was a pure bliss of dominance as well. So it's okay. Either we chase, either we set up a target. I think India has that thing ready with them. I think Rohit hasn't won a toss yet. We have still batted second. So at the end of the day, the confidence and the execution matters more than chasing or setting up a target. And with the ongoing form of the players, especially in the top orders, complete dominance has been there since the start of the Champions Trophy. So yeah, wishing them all the best for the New Zealand game, and we hope we reach the finals and win the Champions Trophy as well.
Two unbeaten teams, both in top form. India's dominant win over Pakistan and New Zealand's clinical performances. How thrilling is this clash going to be, and who has the edge?
So, India is in the semi-finals, but a very important game against New Zealand still to go. New Zealand spinners will do well not to underestimate them. Look what happened in India less than 3 months ago. They are very effective. We need to concentrate on at least one of our top fours making big runs, whether we are batting first or second, doesn't matter. We've been doing that successfully, no reason to give up that good habit now. Our own bowling attack. I think we need to experiment, get Arshdeep in place of Rana. Also, I'd like us to play Varun in place of Jadeja perhaps. We don't really need Jadeja's run at number 8, but it'll be great to have Varun in form before the semi-finals. And finally, we need to understand that New Zealand is a very strong opposition. They'll not be a lousy fielding side like Pakistan or Bangladesh. They will accept all the chances, unlike the other two teams. So we need to be very careful and win this one. Winning is a habit, just like losing. Go India.
And that's a wrap. A big thanks to Sudi, Jagdeep, Ayush, and Prashant for their insights. It's shaping up to be an exciting contest. Can't wait to see how it unfolds. Catch you all next time.